everybody, welcome back to Simulation for the Nation and welcome back along to Coldborough Park Farm, where we find ourselves this afternoon, or now early evening on this beautiful spring day. We are sowing some spring barley. We have a lot to do here amongst everything else, but we're trying to make a head start and get a push through. So we are in one of our new tractors. This is the first time we're on the farm here today since our change up in our systems on the channel. So we are driving our 7810 John Deere. We've got a Kuhn Venter drill in the back for just a little over 4 meters with front press on. We're not having the front press down at the moment because the land is so light. It's been worked over once in the winter there, and it doesn't need any more breaking down at the moment. So it's handling this all very well. We are using the Proceed mod as well, as you can see. So we're currently putting our tram lines in every 24 meters just to match our sprayer. And at the moment now we are currently flying through. We had a little bit of deliberating whether or not I'd actually start this evening. But we eventually got the drill calibrated. I had a few issues with the drill I needed to work through, and then a few issues with the tractor and plough as well, which we'll get onto in a moment. But now that we appear to have got all of those sorted out, at least, I thought that if nothing else, we'd just make a good start. I'm waiting for a load of straw to arrive, or a load of hay and silage to arrive that we need to go and unload, because I've got nothing to feed the cattle with at the moment. So I am waiting for that to arrive. That's going to be coming very shortly. And when that arrives, I've got one of my other loader tractors up the little yard at the top there with the seed trailer, so we'll be able to go up there and figure that out very shortly. And hopefully, all being well. Oh, my GPS isn't working. What's happening there? Get yourself back on track. Too busy talking. There we go. So as I say, all being well, we'll be able to get back home to the yard and unload that silage, give the cattle something to feed on. So we are back at Coldborough Park Farm. Everything's the same in terms of the number of livestock we have as we did in the previous version. The machines have changed up a little bit. I've tried to keep some of them the same where possible. And we've got a few different fields now. So if I bring up the map here, you'll see we don't own any fields east of like the north-south main road there, except for number 24, I suppose, and number 1. That's actually a lie. But yeah, not any of the big arable fields on the east side of the map we no longer own, and instead we've taken on 13, 15, and 14. So that's a little bit of a change there. Just gets into some new ground. So we are ploughing through this very quickly. The far field over there, number 14, has been or is being ploughed. The tractor and plough is parked up on the side. That my driver's gone home for the rest of the day, and I need to have a look at that plough because it's not quite working properly. It's sticking when it's when you're turning the plough over. It's just not moving properly. So we need to have another look into that. But this is our John Deere 7810. It's in immaculate condition inside and out. It is a great little mod. I really do like these models. This is a reliable as they come in terms of machines. Very rarely puts a foot wrong. And long may it continue to do that. I'm just going to spin it around. And away we go again. So we are drilling, like I mentioned here, we are drilling some spring barley today. Now this is a variety called Sienna. Now Sienna barley, this is going to be used for malting barley. Although if it's never of the exact quality required, it will go into feed. But we're hoping that once again we'll be able to get some malting barley out of this. We're going to be drilling, all in all, I think we have 3 fields of spring barley today, or this year. We'll have a field of, let's put it on map again. We'll have a field of oilseed rape on the other side of the road there, and then this little block here, 13, 15 and 14 will be spring barley, 11 will be winter or spring wheat, and then I believe it's 12 and 10, and maybe number 1 will be oilseed rape. But we'll have a look at that as we get up to the top. We'll see. I might put one more of those fields into spring wheat, depending upon how we're going. But all this will be sold to our local contracts, which are just in the grain store over there, which makes it all nice and easy. Don't have to worry about any long distance hauling or anything like that. We'll lead it straight from the combine into the grain store, and it makes all of the logistics at this end a little bit easier to manage, really. So we will get onto that and hopefully get a good yield there. We will be putting three applications of fertilizer on here just to give it its best fighting chance, really, to succeed. And yeah, so we'll start putting fertilizer on almost immediately, really. With the once this is in, we'll put like a pre-emergent nitrogen on just to give it a kick, really. And once that's in the ground, we'll leave it, and then probably in about 4 weeks we'll come back in. Depending upon how it's doing, we'll give it another boost of some potassium and phosphates on there as well, just to give it a kick through the late spring, early summer, and then probably, well, we'll see how we're looking at that stage, really. Typically you'll need one more there, but it might just need some kind of, as long as we get the good rainfall, we should be okay. But that's how we're looking at the moment on that side of things. So overall, I am all very happy with how we're getting on here. Like I say, this time of year there's a lot to do. We need to also, in the next few days, we're going to start spreading fertilizer on our grasslands just so we can get some, or at least that first cut silage ground covered. After the first cut silage, we'll reapply probably some manure or slurry onto there just to give it a big boost for its second cut. I like to use as much natural fertilizer as possible, really. Still starting to get really dark quite early on in the evenings now. Like I say, we're in March, but it's still getting quite dark at night, so we won't get going for too much longer. And by the looks of things, with a rather odd assortment of bales stacked on there, that is our hay and silage. So I am going to finish up here. That's a good point for me to go and jump into the tractor, and we'll go and chase that guy back to the yard, and we'll get our cattle fed. Which will be good. So, he's going to make his way up to the yard there. I'll finish up here. We're going to park up anyway, and I'm going to leave all the equipment down here in the shed tonight. This is a nice little hard stand that's out the way, so we'll do that, and then we'll come back in and we'll go and feed some cattle. Okay, so we're all parked up in the shed here. Having a quick look at some of the other machines we have here. At the moment, I've got a Massey Ferguson 6616 on the yard here, or 6615. This is going to be one of my main kind of loader tractors. We have a telehandler back at the yard, but I do like to have another loader on a tractor, just so when we're leading bales, it speeds up the whole process, really. This is one of our two flat trailers here. As you can see, we're loading the seed on into the drill from here. I don't know how that bag's fallen over. And then we have the old muscle, the TW25. Now, yeah, this plow I'm not very happy with. It is, at the moment, it's sticking quite a little bit. This here stand keeps falling down, and when you're trying to plow, it's causing quite a few issues. So that's something we'll have to look into. I might look into swapping this plow out, actually. I do like having a 5-furrow plow. I prefer having one when it's working properly, though. That's the issue. TW25, can't fault it. It's good, clean muscle. It does exactly what you want it to do without any complications. But we're going to jump back into the Massey here, and then we'll head on back up to the yard. Alright guys, we are back in the yard here, and our delivery made it safe and sound, which is good. What I am going to do is put this Massey straight onto the feeding wagon, which I've left over on the other side. Because a few of these bales are going to go straight into the back of the Keenan, where we'll get a dietary mix created, and put this straight into the cows. They're going to be a little bit hungry at the moment. So once again, we do have the Keenan diet feeder. This is the old one by CD Models, with the old textures on, like the used texture. I love that. I think it's really good. Another Sublime model from himself. So what I'll do now, pull this kind of thing here. And we'll come into the old 526. let's see what we can get off of this trailer. So I've got a mixture of hay and silage here. I do need both at the moment. This load is just primarily going to be like a stopgap until our side grass is ready to cut in the probably a couple of months' time, really. So you can see, I'm just going to move this lorry forward for him. So you can see we have purchased a mixture of grass or hay and silage. I don't know why it's been loaded up like this, if I'm honest, but there you go. Let's tell you what he chose, what he preferred to do. Take this for now. And so we're going to get some silage loaded up into our mixer, and then we'll come back and we're going to get a little bit of hay as well. Isn't parked in the best of places, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Come on now. Give me my bell. Oh, typical. Well, they're all coming off anyway, I suppose. Okay, so we're going to put the silage straight into the mixer. Now these bales were extremely expensive given that the time of the year. There's quite a shortage of bales around at the moment, so any surplus are going for quite a hefty price. That said, if I didn't go and do this, my cattle would be dying, so it's not something that I could really afford just to take a gamble on. So it's a price we have to pay. So we'll do this. We hopefully don't have to buy a great deal. We can survive with the numbers that we have now. Just salvage that one. We'll pop this into the feeder. Perfect. And we'll put one more hay bale in there as well, see how we look at. Take that one, looks like it's about full. Alrighty, and then we'll probably just give a bale of hay to the sheep as well behind the lorry, but we'll have to wait until that's moved out of the way. So how are you all today? I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're currently doing on your farm. Do let me know below what's currently going on with you guys. I'm very interested to know kind of how everyone is moving on these days. So yeah, by all means, drop a comment in the below the line there, just giving us an update on what's going on and exactly what you're doing, what you're using. Shout out to Alex, Wayne and Nathan, who have been very active on the channel of late. I hope you're enjoying everything, and it's good to hear from you guys, so do keep that up. There we go. No, it might well be that I have to be up at the top there actually. So we'll head up there first, rather than getting stuck inside the shed. Nothing quite like feeding your cattle in the depths of the darkness of night and first thing in the morning, hey? This is farming. This is living. Okay, so I'm going to fill up this trough here. Right now we have in the region of about 45. No, I think there's about 45 cattle. Let's have a look and see while this is doing its thing. 100 sheep there, yeah, and 45 cattle. Though we will be looking to increase that number as we progress. The income we'll receive from both sheep and cows there will be vital to the operation of this farm still. So we will continue to expand that where possible. So do keep an eye out. That will give you like a brief update every so often to see how the numbers are progressing. Out there. No, I don't know where I'm going to stack the rest of these up, but what I do know is I'm going to take some of these loose bales of hay and somehow squeeze into that. We'll just drop this off. Oh, I'm in the water one still. Alright. Wrong trough. Alright guys, then we've just finished up putting some lovely hay in for the cattle there. We might, oh the sheep, sorry, we might even get one more. Excuse me, Mr. Lorry. Stab this one from this kind of angle because it's a little bit tight. Got it. This should keep those guys going for a little bit longer. Perfect. Alright, and so that will probably keep those guys going, both the sheep and cattle, until the morning at the very least. Give them something to work on. We'll shut this yard gate. We'll let them feed up. Let's have a look, see how we're looking here. So, sheep are looking good. Oh, let's see, we can probably put another couple of bales in for the cattle. Let's do that just to keep them going. Okay guys, not quite sure what happened there. Had to go back into the script on the autoload trailer here wasn't quite working properly, so hopefully now we should be good to go. And what I want to do is take these two right here. Okay guys, that's 2 bales of hay into the feeder. Still having some problems with the script here, so we're going to try and get another bale of silage. If we can't pick it up, then we can't pick it up. And I'll have to look into that in the future, but or even just bring the... For some reason we got the lock-in script on the telehandler, which I don't want either, but never mind. We will figure this out for the next time. I just promise you that much. Perfect. We'll get one more bale of silage if we can, and that should be a nice mix. If we don't use it all, it'll just stay in the feeder overnight until we need it again tomorrow. And then I'll be on with the rest of this, unloading this trailer. There we go. Just see here. Someone's probably screaming at the screen now telling me what's going on, but Anyway, never mind, we've got another, well, a 2/3 full feeder again, so we're going to go up and just dump the rest of this in for the cattle, keep them going and happy, and then we'll, because of the issues I was having with that, I might just unload this very quickly with the rest of, with the tractor unloaded here, just to get it done really. So what I do need to do is, without hitting the end of my house, spin around here, like so, and then we'll just go back into here. Perfect. Look how dark it is tonight. There's a moon out here somewhere. There it is. Beautiful evening. Crisp fall evening. Crisp autumn evening even. So these are bullet bills, Massey Ferguson's 6,000 range. This, like I said, is 6615. It's a nice little tractor. It's about I think this is in the region of about 140 horsepower. 150 would probably make sense. So it's more than enough for what we'll be using it for on here as like a third tractor. I don't have any qualms about that. But yeah, so it's nice to actually have something here that we will be able to use. What I will do is, before we go any further, I'm going to pop this into here. And then we'll just show you what the other kit that we have here at the moment. Right now we do have a combine. It's not here, it's down at one of the dealers having a good service, so that will come in good time. Just get right here, disconnect you. So in here we've got our welder baler. We have a Lely front mower as well. We've got a class disco rear mower. We've got a muck grab which is dumped in the way there. Lely forager from CD Models, the Lely Storm. Looking forward to using that for the first time. And then our grass harrows here that are going to have to come out and be used very frequently in the next few weeks just to get our grassland up to scratch. And then a nice set of discs in the corner here. These were a recent find on the mod hub, the Noche discs, as I'm going to pronounce it. Might be wrong, probably wrong. And then two of our Marstons in the corner there with the silage extensions as well. So let's just quickly get this unloaded. At this point I am probably going to call it a day there. We've got enough to get on with, but I'm going to get this all unloaded and then we shall get back into the drill where possible. So thank you very much for watching at this stage. I do hope you've enjoyed. Do leave your comments below and let me know what you're up to in your own farm. I'm always curious, like I mentioned, to find out how you guys are going. For now, we're just gonna not crash into our tower, but we are just gonna stack these silage bales in the pit for now, just to keep them out of the way there. They are gonna get stabbed with the spike. I'm not too concerned about preserving them at the moment because they're not gonna be around for too much longer. We're gonna be using these pretty quickly. But anyway, I shall get on and stacking these ones. Thank you very much for watching as always. Please do remember to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button for more from me, Simulation for the Nation. In the meantime though, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy what you're doing and stay safe, but most importantly, happy farming.